What is up YouTube, this is Cyber, today I'm giving you guys a Kuriboh Shaddoll deck profile. I put this together as a casual deck, but it turned out to be actually quite good against the meta, with all of the stun cards like Shaddoll Winder and Mass Terror Dark Lord stopping decks from playing to their fullest. For the main deck we're running three bandits. It's your main milling card. You tribute it the turn it was normal summoned in the end phase to excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, add a spell or trap from among them to your hand, and the rest goes to the graveyard. So you're going to get all of those Shaddoll triggers. If you mill some Kuribohs, it's fine because the majority of them have grave effects. We're running 3 Kuriboh. It is the main Kuriboh of the deck, because if you mill it and you've got other Kuribohs in your grave, you can banish it to revive all of them. And if a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can discard it from your hand to revive it, which is also an amazing effect. We run 2 Clear Kuribohs. If it's in your graveyard and your opponent attacks you directly, you can banish it, draw a card. And if it's a monster that you drew, you have the option to summon it. We are running 2 Rainbow Kuribohs. It's in there to protect your Shaddoll Winders and your Mass Terror Dark Lords or your Vanity's Fiend from being destroyed by battle, so it protects all of those key cards that stop your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! We are running 2 Wing Kuribohs. When it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you take no battle damage for the rest of the turn, which is amazing. And we run 2 Kuribohs. When your opponent attacks you, you can discard it to negate the attack. And the Kuriboh and your Wing Kuribohs are your Flute Summoning Kuriboh targets. We run 3 Shaddoll Beast. It's the best Shaddoll in the deck. When it's sent to the graveyard, you get a 3+. When it's flipped face up, you draw 2 cards and discard 1. We run 2 Shaddoll Hedgehogs. When it's sent to the graveyard, you get to add a Shaddoll monster from your deck to your hand, and it just nets you a 3+, which is amazing. We run 2 Shaddoll Falcos. When it's sent to the graveyard, it summons itself, and when it's flipped up, you get to summon any Shaddoll monster from your graveyard to the field. We run 2 Shaddoll Dragons and 2 Shaddoll Squattomers. Squattomer will basically pitch any Shaddoll monster from your deck to the graveyard, so you get the effects of those. And Dragon will pop any spell or trap card on the field. We run 2 Vanity's Fiend. You can summon it by attributing a Kuriboh after you've summoned it with Flute of Summoning Kuriboh, and it stops your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! We run 1 Flowerbot as your Shaddoll Shekinaga target. Shekinaga is too good not to run. The fact that it can negate any monster effect is very powerful, and when Flowerbot's sent to the graveyard, you get to draw a card and put a card from your hand on top of the deck. So that could be a monster for your Clear Kuribohs, or it could simply just be a Shaddoll, because you really don't mind. We run 1 BLS. It's pretty staple in a light and dark deck. Since I'm running tons of targets that I can banish off of it, it's too good not to run. We run 1 Shaddoll Fusion. It's great for fusion summoning during the end phase after you... to be fair, I normally mill it more than I draw it, so I'll mill it with Kree Bandit, and then I'll activate it the very same turn that I milled it, and summon Winder during the end phase. I run 3 Flute Summoning Kuribohs. It's a great card, special summon a Kuriboh or win Kuriboh, and you're sitting happy for the rest of the turn because you can mass change it or do all sorts of plays with it, even make a rank 1. We run 2 mass change, 2, which is your main way to get into Dark Law. You just activate it, get rid of the Kuriboh, or win Kuriboh. So in the case of win Kuriboh, you can get Koga. And yeah, just summon any mass terror. 1 soul charge, it's pretty stable. You can get everything back out the graveyard and just blow out your opponent. 1 foolish burial to just tutor out your Shaddolls, so you could send a Squattima, summon a Falco from grave. 3 Shaddoll fusion, it's the best card in the deck. If your opponent has a monster from the extra deck, you basically just get a free fusion, basically. You just activate it and you get 3+ out of the Shaddolls. So you don't really go minus for it. If anything, you go plus. For our fusion monsters, we run 2 Winder. 3 is too cloggy, 1 is not enough, 2 is fine. 1 Shekinaga, it's a great card. 2 Dark Law because it's just great against ABCs and you can make it so easily, you don't really have to go out your way. 1 Anki for additional attack options. 1 Koga because your lights can be dead if they're in the hand, and if you've got mass change too, that's great because you can make the powerful Koga. For our rank 4s, for our XYZs, we are running number 101, Slacker Magician, Shimoji Soldier, Utopia Route, 1 Drowner Magician for ranking up your rank 1s, 1 Flagship, 1 Castell, and 1 Mistbird. And that is the deck profile, YouTube. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave a subscribe if you're new. Peace.